At the start of the fight, one boxer extended his glove, a universal sign of respect. But there was no handshake, no nod, no recognition, because standing across the ring from Bellew wasn't just any fighter. It was a man who once slayed a giant. David Haye, the former heavyweight champion of the world, had done the unthinkable when he dethroned the Russian Goliath, Bellew, a towering 6'8" colossus with a granite chin and a reputation as an unstoppable force. Before Haye, no one had even made Bellew stumble. And yet, with a mix of speed, precision, and raw courage, Haye stepped through the ropes and did what many believe was impossible. They called him the Haymaker for a reason. He wasn't just fast, he was explosively fast. The kind of fast that knocked people out before they even realized they'd been hit. His right hand was a hammer, and his mouth just as deadly. Charismatic, sharp-tongued, and brimming with confidence that often bordered on arrogance. And that night, he believed he was facing just another name on his resume, just another payday. His opponent, Bellew, was no media darling. A scrappy, emotional warrior, Bellew had clawed his way up the ranks through sheer grit and willpower. He wasn't born into fame, he wasn't groomed to be a champion. Bellew knew struggle long before he ever laced up a pair of gloves. He wasn't polished, he wasn't always pretty to watch, but he was real, honest. And when he spoke, it wasn't for cameras, it was straight from the gut. While others chased titles for legacy or glory, Bellew fought to prove a point. That heart can still beat hype. He fought for everything. And Haye, he dismissed him, laughed at him, called him a bum, a cruiserweight stepping into a lion's den.
I could go clubbing every night from now on and still knock you out without a problem.
The buildup was toxic. Verbal jabs flew. Tensions boiled over in press conferences. But under all that noise, Bellew carried a fire burning in his chest. A fire that Haye couldn't see. Not yet. From the opening bell, Haye was the predator. He was faster, flashier, and his punches were thrown with bad intentions. And when he landed a heavy shot that sent Bellew crashing to the canvas, it looked like the story was being written just as he predicted. But then something happened. As Haye moved in to finish the one, he slipped. One wrong step, one awkward pivot, and his Achilles tendon snapped like a rubber band. It was brutal. A freak injury that changed at everything. But pride doesn't let champions quit. Not publicly, not without a fight. Haye limped on. You could see the pain written on his face every step a war. But instead of retreating, he leaned into a different fight. One filled with clinches, rabbit punches, holding, pulling, anything to survive. The slick technician was gone. In his place was a wounded animal lashing out, refusing to accept defeat. Bellew saw the shift. He smelled it. And what followed was nothing short of merciless. Fueled by emotion and opportunity, he exploded forward, unleashing a relentless storm of punches. There was no finesse, just controlled chaos. Haye's reflexes were gone. His footwork shattered. All he had left was heart, but heart alone wasn't enough. Not anymore.